And accommodation changes the way in which a student learns the material. Today we are coming to you from a capital residence situated in the heart of Windhoek CBD. We invite you to join me, Aina Raisa Koyo, and the entire property team as we explore Namibia student accommodation.
Neopaints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neopaints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neopaints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
E-Ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
The lovely lady joining me right now is Teopolina Bingana. She is a property administrator right here at Capital Residence, and we are going to be talking about Namibia student accommodation. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are you?
I am fantastic. Let's dive into the work that you do. Just walk us through step by step. What does it mean to be a property administrator and so forth and so on?
So being a property administrator here at the Namibia Student Accommodation, I oversee or overlook the application process, ensuring that the building is fit for students to be accommodated. So meaning that can entail the maintenance, can entail making sure that all the rooms are properly finished for students.
So, Teopolina, we are here at Capital Residence, which is one of the properties under your umbrella. Talk to us rather about the unique features that you have to offer.
Our top unique feature would be the biometric access system, where each student has to be enrolled uniquely by fingerprint access. And then we would have the student entertainment area, and as well we offer laundry services.
All right. And then how does one become part of this residence? How can I get a living space, here?
The process is very easy. You just log on to our online application, or we can give you a manual application as well, where we have a turnover response of 1 day or 2, depending on the traffic of students applying.
Okay. So why did you then decide to have this property central town? Talk to us about the location of this property and why it's an ideal location for students.
Being a property administrator, we have received various calls previously before we introduced the student accommodation of students looking for accommodation within the CBD, obviously close to universities. So then we decided to brainstorm this idea and bring it into real life. And yeah.
So, Teopolina, talk to us about the atmosphere of this property. Does it, speak to a sense of community, perhaps belonging, or is it more of, being an individualist when you're here?
So being here at the Capital Residence, the atmosphere is a sense of community. Obviously, students are coming all from different backgrounds, and we just want students to interact with each other. You can also have your private life or individual life where you want to do your studies alone. We encourage students to interact with each other, hence why we have a entertainment area for them, just to give them that sense of community and belonging, to feel that you're really part of a community at Capital Residence.
All right, Chiapolina, I want to take you back to the application process. So how long does it take for you to give a student feedback? Maybe you can just walk us through the process after admission and the process of moving in this place.
After you have sent us your application, we would obviously respond to you within 1 day. If it's a lot, maybe 2 days, but mostly 1 day. So once you receive that email from us, then obviously payment has to be done, and then we will call you then to come to the accommodation. Then we do a moving inspection with you, and then you're home.
And then you are home. Okay, so what entails a rejection from Capital Residence? What should a student have or not have for them to be rejected?
To be rejected, it's either you are not a student who is not registered at a tertiary institute. So to qualify, you need to be a student, obviously registered and enrolled in a tertiary institution to be able to be accepted in the institution. So the only time where we will reject your application is if you are not a student, meaning you are not registered at any tertiary institution.
And what type of students are we looking at? Are we looking at part-time students, full-time students, all kinds of students?
All kinds of students, part-time, full-time, distant, all kinds of students.
Okay.
Yes.
And how many rooms do you have here? And are they perhaps additional services that residents have, such as housekeeping and laundry? Maybe you have a chef that comes here. I don't know.
We have 166 rooms, which are ranging from single rooms, twin rooms, quad rooms, and then triple rooms. And we do offer laundry services as well as in-house cleaning, meaning all the common areas are cleaned by our in-house cleaners. And yeah, all you need to do is just keep your space clean and
And the kitchen area?
The kitchen area as well.
Does every person have their own kitchen?
No, the kitchens and the bathrooms are shared.
They are shared.
Yes.
Okay.
They are
So who goes in the quad room? Is it like a group of friends? Is it just random strangers? What's the process?
On your application, if you are applying with your friend, you can always indicate that you want to be in the same room with, let's say, Maria. So we can place you in the same room with your friend, or in most cases where students are new first years, you don't know anyone, so we do put you in rooms individually or with strangers, I would say. But as time goes on, you learn to know each other, and you no longer become strangers, you become roommates.
Awesome stuff. Earlier on, you mentioned that there is a biometric system that allows for access in and out of this property. Since that is in place, I want to find out from you, how can the students have visitors here? Are visitors allowed? Are they not allowed? Do you have a strict schedule that only from 3 to 4, these are visiting hours? Maybe you can just walk us through those restrictions in regards to entering and exiting the premises.
So for the biometric system, it's strictly just for the students who are registered into the accommodation. So we do not allow visitors to go upstairs, meaning to go into the students' room. We give special conditions to the parents when they are here to see the students, but as for friends or any individual from the outside, we strictly restrict that. And if you have visitors, which is normal, you have your friends that you come with from school, the student hub is open for everyone, where you just have to register your name, that you are under visiting hall, and you can obviously be accommodated at the student hub. And then the student hub is open from 8 to 9 every day. So students can bring in friends from outside from school, but strictly they are not allowed to go with them upstairs.
Okay. How do you verify who comes in here? You said that the student, the parents, there's a special exception for them. But how then do you verify? I can come with my friend who looks like an auntie and I can tell you it's my mom. How do you verify?
So this process is very crucial, meaning in the application you do provide this type of information that my mom's name is Maria. So obviously when you come with your mom, we do ask for her identity documents, then we compare it to the application form if the names are matching. But let's say in an instance where it is your aunt who is not on the application form, we then have to verify with your parent. If this person is really your aunt, is she really authorized to go with you upstairs? So we are really strict on that, on the access here.
Awesome stuff. We will be right back with Bingana Teopolina, where we are going to be continuing this conversation.
We are all seeking connection to each other, to the world, to the spaces we exist in.
Poor sportsmanship right now from the lads.
1.85 for the national record.
Here's another chance, and it is a goal from Vindo Kahan.
Sy sê die hy is er aan neertrekker. Daai bal het my grond gevat. Ja, hy het grond gevat. En as hy
running that mountain up. Okay, so we will be doing this. More advanced, slightly advanced.
So is jou trolley reg? Want
I love that. I love that. So then
Kickstart our countdown at number 5 with this one.
Op Netwerk TV se Klets Kompas gesels ons nuus van 'n Maandag tot Donderdag. Ons kyk ook na die weer en meer. Stories wat jou raak en stories wat saak maak.
They've made a mistake in denying me bail, and they've made several other mistakes in many other cases.
The channels that teach us something new or reflect our expression. So it goes beyond switching to the right station. It's about choosing the experience that can adorn the present, dressing it with our tastes as we expand our preferences, because what we are actually connecting to is boundless, limitless human energy. And this is the spirit of NTV.
You know, Teopolina, student accommodation is really in demand. There are a lot of students who come from all over the country looking to, pursue their studies, but they also need to be accommodated. How do your contracts look like? Do you offer short-term accommodation, long-term accommodation? Can I stay for 2 weeks if I'm only coming to, let's say, to watch a soccer match or to do a presentation at UNAM? Can I stay for those 2 weeks and then go back to my campus in Oshakati, or how does it work?
Our contracts are very flexible. So we have the month-to-month option, and then we have the short term, which is 10 months, and the longest, which is 12 months, yeah. So in terms of the month-to-month, it is very flexible. You can decide you're only staying for 6 months, and then from there you can.
Which option do most of your students opt for?
The long term, which is the 12 months. Most of the students say it's more secure. You are more guaranteed that you have a place to stay for the rest of the year or for the rest of your academic year. So the 12 months is our most applied for option.
After 12 months, then a student can come and renew?
Yes, a student can renew after your contract ends or after your month-to-month is
done, then
you can always renew.
Okay. And then can a student stay for holiday?
Yes, students are welcome to stay for the holidays. Our accommodation is open throughout the year, so students can stay for the holidays.
All right. Does that mean they have to pay for more? Top up more, or it's just the same?
No, the price is just the same.
The price is just the same.
The same price we are paying in January is the same price you can pay in December when you are still in the accommodation, even though you're not going for classes. So.
What about students who go for holiday and leave their belongings here? Do they need to pay for that month?
Yes, students have to pay
So
for
they might
that
as well
month.
stay.
Because on the system it still shows that this room still belongs to Maria, even though Maria is not in. Her items are still to be paid for, even though she's not in the accommodation.
Awesome stuff. Tell us about what inspired the interior of the student accommodation.
So when during the planning process we wanted an environment that is free, that is modern, and that students can enjoy to stay. So considering these factors, this is how we came up with the interior.
Okay, and then tell us about how many rooms are available right now, and if people can still move in right now, as in today.
Yes, we have a few rooms still available for students. Students can start applying now for December, for November, whenever. We still have rooms available for students.
All right, how can people get in touch with, Capital Residence or the Namibia Student Accommodation?
They can interact with us on our social media platforms, or they can contact us directly on our landline at 061 277 821 or 061 277 816, or through our via email at properties@united.com.na.
What are your social media handles if somebody wants to find you on all kinds of platforms? And maybe you can also just mention the platforms, the social media platforms that you have.
So you can find us on Instagram and on Facebook at Namibia Student Accommodation.
Okay, Teopolina, let's talk about, the amenities that can enhance the students, stay here in this property.
So we do offer free Wi-Fi. Our rent is inclusive of water and electricity. We have a biometric system, and we have the laundry services as well, and then the student entertainment area.
All right, and this property is central town. Why was it important, for Capital residents to choose this kind of location?
Choosing the locations from our side of the planning of the whole student accommodation, we wanted to make sure that students are close to all the services. So we are close to the infamous Vaniel Park, we are close to all hospitals, clinics, pharmacies. So we are close to all services that a student could need.
Awesome stuff. And also you're also close to the tertiary institutions, you're close to NAST, there's IUM, and you're probably, let's say, roughly 15 minutes away from UNA main campus. So if you are looking for a place to stay, Namibia Student Accommodation is definitely the place to be, because you just have everything that you need to ensure that you thrive during your academic year. We'll be right back. Stick around.
Welcome to Namibia, where adventure meets tranquility. With Enjoy, you have access to a wide range of accommodations to suit every traveler's taste and budget. Experience the finest dining and hospitality Namibia has to offer. Booking your dream accommodation is just a few clicks away with Enjoy. Join thousands of happy travelers who have trusted Enjoy for their Namibian getaway. Your gateway to unforgettable Namibian adventures. Visit us today at enjoy.my.na.
A wise man once said, the quickest way to get something done is to do it yourself. That is why we here at My.NA Property pride ourselves in bringing you our favorite DIY segment. For this week's DIY, we are talking headboards, but we give a creative spin on the regular old headboard we all know. Option 1 is a paint trick that brings drama and a cocooning feel to your sleep space. Extending the paint onto the ceiling can make a room feel larger. It's no secret that paint and patterns are ingenious tools when it comes to playing with your room's proportions with lighter colors. Not the effect you want? Do not despair. With dark colors, you can have the opposite effect and enhance the hunker-down vibe. Other benefits of painting part of the ceiling is allowing you to show off elegant ceiling details. You can be imaginative on every surface in your space, but your fifth wall is a proper playground because it's not the main focal point, so even the pattern shy can really unleash the inner creative. If that doesn't tickle your fancy, option 2 is creating an arc-shaped paint headboard. According to Judy Smith, Crown Paint's color consultant, creating a perfect semicircle is easier than you might think. First of all, measure the length of the wall and mark its center or wherever you want the center of the semicircle to be. Hammer a nail onto the spot you have just marked just above the skirting board. Depending on how wide you want the semicircle to be, measure out some string and cut to size. The longer the string, the bigger the circle. Tie one end of the string to the pencil and the other to the end of the nail. If you are not allowed to use nails on your walls, extra strong tape will hold the string in place. Once you are all set, start tracing out your semicircle on the wall from one way to the other, making sure you are pulling the pencil tight on the string. Once you have drawn the outline, use a small paintbrush to create a precise edge at the top of your semicircle. You can then go in with a paint roller or larger brush to fill the rest of the shape. Option 3. If you don't feel like painting at all but still want a headboard, then this pillow headboard might just be an answer. This is an easy upgrade. It's super simple and super cost effective. First, work out where you would like your pillow headboard to hang high above your bed and what distance apart. Then mark this in pencil on the wall. Next, measure for lengths of slim leather straps around 150 centimeters each and attach in place on the wall using metal tacks. You want to make sure the loops you make can snugly hold your pillow so that they don't fall out easily but still keep their shape. Slide your pillow onto the loops and make sure they are supported evenly. Use basic pillowcases. So it means washing your headboard is a breeze.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity. It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
The 2025 academic year is slowly but surely approaching. If you are a student in need of accommodation, we highly recommend Namibia Student Accommodation. And on that note, I want to say a huge thank you to you for watching our show, My.NA Property. On that note, we'll see you next week, same time, same place.